Hey everybody, it's me Eric. I'm back to read you another story. Today, HILDILID'S Night by Cheli, Durán, Ryan, and illustrated by Arnold Lobel. Copyright 1971 by Macmillan Publishing Company, New York, New York. HILDILID'S Night. High in the hills near Hexham, there lived an old woman named HILDILID. She hated bats and owls and moles and voles, and moths and stars and shadows and sleep, and even the moonlight, all because she hated the night. "If only," said HILDILID to her old wolfhound, "I could chase the night from Hexham. The sun would always shine on my hut. I do not know why no one has thought of chasing away the night before." HILDILID cut a broom from twigs to sweep the night out of her hut and over the hills of Hexham. She swept and scrubbed and scoured and whisked, but whenever she looked out her window, the night was still there, like dust behind rafters. HILDILID pulled out her needle and sewed sackcloth into a strong sack to see if she could fill it with the night and empty it beyond the hills of Hexham. She wadded and padded and pushed and stuffed, and she even sneaked up on the shadows, but she could not cram all the night into a sack. HILDILID dragged her heaviest cauldron to the fire, so she could boil away the night. She ladled it, stirred it, simmered it, bubbled it, tasted it, and burned it, but she could not boil away the night. HILDILID gathered vines to tie the night up into a neat bundle. Perhaps someone will buy it in the market, she thought, but she could not tie up the night. HILDILID sheared the night like a sheep, but all that dropped from the sky was a little cloud. She tossed the night to her old wolfhound, stretched on the rushes, but he could not wolf down the night. She tucked the night into her straw bed, but it jumped out. She ducked the night in the well behind her hovel, but it bobbed up. She singed the night with a candle, but it skipped outside. HILDILID sang it lullabies and poured it a saucer of milk. Shook her fist at it, smoked it in the chimney, stamped on it, spanked it, dug a grave for it. And she even, I am sorry to say, spat at the night. But the night took no notice. "Then I shan't notice the night," sniffled old HILDILID, and she turned her back on it. At that moment the sun climbed over the hills of Hexham. But Hildilid was too tired from fighting the night to enjoy the day. She settled down to sleep in her straw bed, so she would be all fresh and ready to turn her back on the night when it returned to Hexham. Good night. Beautiful illustrations. Good story too. Hildilid's Night by Cheli, Durán, Royan. Illustrated by Arnold Lobel. Copyright 1971. Is that Macmillan? Yeah, Macmillan Publishing Company. 866 3rd Avenue, New York, New York. Or Collier, Macmillan, Canada. Alright. That was another one. If you like how these are going, you can subscribe below. And if you think I'm missing out on some essential children's bedtime stories, please just suggest one in the comment section. I love doing this. Thanks for listening. Good night.